So in this tutorial, I'm going to go over a couple examples on how to write the equation given a parabola in vertex form. So vertex form is a times x minus h squared plus k. And so in order to write the vertex form given this parabola that's graphed here in example number 1, I've got to find my a, h, and k values using the curve on the coordinate grid. So the first thing I want to find is my vertex. If you remember, the vertex, when we have the vertex form of my parabola, is going to be the ordered pair hk here. So I know once I find my vertex, I also find my h and k values. So the vertex here is -4, -5. Then I want to go ahead and find my a value. Right? Remember, my a tells me if there's going to be a stretch or a shrink or a reflection with my parabola. Right? So I'm going to try to find if my parabola gets more narrow than the parent function, more wide, or if it's going to be opening downward. So in order to do that, I'm going to calculate the rise over run from my vertex to an easy point on the parabola. Okay. So we always want to pick a point that's closest to the vertex, right? And we want to try to keep our run or our horizontal movement at 1 whenever we can. So the point that I'm going to pick is -3, -4. And then starting at my vertex, I'm going to calculate the horizontal and vertical movement from the vertex to the green point. So my rise or my vertical movement is 1 unit up. And as I go 1 unit up, I'm also going 1 unit to the right, which is my run, which means that my a value is +1 here. So now that we have our a, h, and k values, I'm going to go ahead and plug those in to my vertex form of my equation. So my a value is 1, which is that coefficient out in front. On the inside, I have x minus h, which in this case it would be x minus -4, because my h value is -4. I'm going to square that. And then lastly, I have a -5 here because my k value is -5. So all I did here was just substitute my a, h, and k values into the vertex form. And then the last thing I can do is simplify this function a little bit more. So I don't need that coefficient of 1 out in front. And I can take care of that double negative on the inside of my parentheses. So x minus a -4 is x plus 4. Again, I'm going to square it. And then I'll have the -5 at the bottom. So my final equation for this parabola is f of x is equal to x plus 4 squared minus 5.